The Aussie NFL Fantasy Show would like to acknowledge the traditional land owners and the leaders past, present and emerging of Ngunnawal, Ngambri and Darawal countries where we are working from today. This always was, and always will be, Aboriginal land.
This is the Aussie NFL Fantasy Show.
Once we get to Sunday or Monday for us Aussies, it's going to be one heck of a show, I reckon. I've only really went for 2 Super Bowl championship teams. Since I've pretty much watched the Super Bowl, I've never gone for the winning team. So I remember the Peyton Manning Broncos, I went for them, but I was going for the Panthers as well. I was like on the fence in that game. But yeah, I also went for the Eagles. Okay, I mean, the Saints, Colts, and also the Steelers, Cardinals. I went for both teams because I didn't know what the game was like back then. I went for the Broncos officially because they won.
Maddie, profit. Do you want to do some recaps on our prop bets?
Yeah, let's go.
I do. And I think Manjot's going to feel really good about his prop bets too, because he was the analyst on the Anthem. Can you take us behind the curtain here, Manjot?
Yeah, I said, 1 minute 56 seconds
He did.
is the average time for the Anthem. I literally searched that up while we were recording.
AnthemAnalytics.com, by the way, if you want a resource.
Yeah, that's where I found it. And look,
And I'm going to say because of Manjot looking that up, cha-ching.
Hey, man. Ian, he's no fool. He's no
See?
fool.
yeah, listen to the Manjot Anthem analysis. Also get some music analysis
Free
from
money.
Rihanna after this.
Yes. So Manjot all over that, comes in well under. And even if you kept that last note going for forever and forever and the long fade out of guitars, no troubles, came in well under. First play, Marky Mark, only person not to bag that one. And I kind of like that he was like, fuck it, country guy's going to draw all over it and he'll go over. And he was the only one. I don't know if you guys get this too. When everyone else goes one way, I kind of like having a bit of skin in the other. Just
Yes.
funsies.
Yeah, I do
So I
too.
like that he hung in there and didn't change his bet. And he was first. He goes, no, he's going over. And we all went against him. I think he was probably relishing that. And when you're wrong in that instance too, such is life, whatever. So I like that he was bold enough to do it and stay there. First play from scrimmage, we were pretty divided though. But all the M's took the run.
I should have
And-
taken.
Yeah.
should have taken run. So dumb. When I
And
saw that play
actually-
happen, I was like, "Oh, Ian, what have you
of
done?"
course, right?
And actually, it didn't matter which team had the ball first because both of them had a run play in their first play of the game.
100%. And I think Sanders tried to go up the middle. There was nothing there and he bumped it out to the outside. But
And
I can
fumbled
remember
it out
saying,
bounds.
Sanders up the middle, bitch. I'm feeling pretty good about that. Then it
Yeah.
didn't quite happen. I love this one. We went for the kick, any kick at the goals. Will one hit the post? Ian was bold enough to say, I reckon there'll be a double doink. Didn't get it. But we're
No.
still going to give Ian and Taylor credit for saying, yeah, one's going to hit the post. Because Harrison Butker, now, he slipped a bit in that kick, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
That
man.
horrible field.
Oh,
I reckon that's the
but
difference.
You know what was the most funniest shit was? They took 2 years to grow that shit.
Yeah, I
It
know.
took 2 years to grow that
it
field.
took a 94-year-old man 2 years
Yeah,
to grow that
That
field.
too.
Yeah, and $800,000 of investment in grass.
Only can I have having had a bit of experience in putting turf down, and it's not at home,
Oh,
sports
okay.
turf down, because our football club redid 2 entire massive soccer ovals and a cricket pitch as well.
Right.
Like 2 years ago.
Well, you're the expert in the room.
No, $800,000 is not a lot of money.
Really? What if it was
no.
American dollars? So it's like
Even-
11 billion Australian monopoly
11
dollars.
billion
Yeah.
monopoly dollars, yeah.
Yeah. And what if you had 11 billion Australian
Dollaroos.
monopoly dollars? Yeah,
11
dollaroos.
billion dollars.
That's like Willow right there,
Dollaroos.
Maddie.
Yes. Yeah, thank you, Major.
It cost us to do, and we're a regional town, and it's not
Yeah.
like we're not playing first division football or anything, right? It cost $1.2 million to do the 2 ovals.
Fuck me.
Okay.
Shit.
So, and this is bottom barrel. This is turf that's got to live properly with just normal watering conditions. There's no groundskeepers. This is the council mowing the fuck out of it at NRL levels rather than doing it at soccer levels and leaving grass everywhere and all. It's got to put up with all that garbage that goes on, right? But the good old Hunter Valley 40-degree days, 40 plus degree summers.
Yeah, you've been getting them. Yeah,
you know. So it's got to put up with all that. That's 1.2 for our shit, right? And I know if you and I went to seminars and stuff with guys that look after the sports turf at ANZ Stadium and things like that. Those things cost millions of dollars, and they spend crazy amounts of money every year to maintain those stadiums. And they're talking. These Americans are going, oh, it was $800,000. Everyone's got that. It's not a lot of money. It's not a lot of money.
What if it was just 100 yards long and like 52 and a half wide? What if it was only that much?
It still doesn't matter. Think about
you're talking about 40 hectares or whatever space you're just talking about in the middle.
Not really.
And they've got to ship it out to Nowheresville where you live. And, these guys, they're right. They're only a little bit in from the coast. And,
not really. But you talk about ANZ Stadium. That's millions of dollars. That's what I said. It's like same size, same amount of turf.
Okay, fair enough. So I was comparing it to the palatial grounds of Muswellbrook. And my mistake for doing that.
No. We grow our own shit here.
What was the dealio with the turf, do you reckon, at England, though? Because, it wasn't even just on the painted bits either. There were people saying,
I think it'll come down to be the type of turf that they use, the type of grass. Knowing grasses and stuff now, it's weird things you learn when you go through these processes. It's the type of grass. Like, for instance, we oversow here in wintertime with winter ryegrass. And it's like a longer blade. It handles the frosts and all that sort of shit. But it's also, when it rains, it's slipperier. So I reckon you'll find because that grass goes for a walk. That grass at Arizona goes for a walk every day.
Yep.
100 meters out of the stadium.
Yeah.
I reckon
out the arsehole, then back in. Yeah.
Yeah. Out the arsehole, back in.
Yeah.
It just
right out the date.
Takes itself for a walk once a day.
Turtle heads out and then turtle heads back in.
Yeah. I reckon it'll come down to the amount they were watering it. I bet you they were watering it too much and it wasn't having enough time to, even in the Arizona sun, to evaporate off properly. Or they were bringing it back in and watering it. They were doing something like that. Or they did something stupid like watered it before the game or, so it was
But it was winter, do you reckon? They just thought it was summer out there and forgot it was winter and the sun wasn't going to stay as high.
Isn't it still fucking hot there anyway?
Probably.
Isn't Arizona's ridiculous temperatures anyway?
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't tell with the way they measure temperature. They go, it's 70 degrees. I go, fuck me, that's like the side of the sun. And they go, well, 70 here is different. Fucking, I don't know how much that is. That's like Monopoly money.
When they say, no, it's the opposite way for me, though. It's when they say it's 35 below, and I'm like, okay, I know that's like minus 15 to 20 here. Like, that's crazy. And then there are just people outside walking around just with one big coat on or driving cars.
Why do people live places like that? I don't understand. Whose idea was it to plop a town there? Who's moving to that?
Well, we think Canberra's pretty cold, though.
Yeah, but it gets minus 6 overnight, and that's when we're sleeping. That's not so bad.
It's not that cold, man.
Yeah, it's not like we're not like the guys from Cool Runnings, and you see John Candy go out the door in Calgary. And it's minus 26 out there, and he just walks out like whatever, and then you flash back to the other 4 guys all shitting themselves, and then putting on every item of clothing on the duffel bag just to go outside to the bus, which is a 15-meter jump. Yeah, it's not like that at all. But
no, it's not like that at all.
Good image. Sanker in his bag. I love that movie. But
I have a friend
actually.
I have a friend who moved to the US last year. He's in what's MA? What's MA, Manja?
Massachusetts?
Massachusetts,
yeah.
So
okay.
he's in Massachusetts. He posted, and he used to live just down, not far from me, like only an hour from me, so in Newcastle. He said, never in a million years would I thought I would live in a place this cold, and it's minus 23 degrees Celsius. Right?
The fuck?
Yeah. And I was just, and I said to him,
that's not fit for human habitation.
I said to him, I've always wondered what it was like because I watch football games and they're packing like 60,000 people in the stands and it's those temperatures. He said, It's impossible to describe. It's as if you're rubbing ice cubes all over your exposed skin or shoving a Dyson vacuum cleaner in your mouth at full noise.
What the fuck? Like watching those Packers Bears games at Soldier where it's just blowing sideways and the linebackers as they're lining up, you can just see that the steam coming out of their face sideways. Like it's not even going forward. It's just I think who's playing in that? But fuck, people live in that. People just go to work. People will just go to their job and they drive their car. I just don't think that's human habitation. I really don't.
It's crazy.
Madness.
It's crazy. So when he said, I just cracked up when he said that. I'm like, oh, this is so good. I get anyway.
And the town we're on, so Manjot and I in Canberra here, we're on about the same distance from the equator as around about where Philly is, right? So, but I don't know, there's something about our town being, 600 meters up and closer to the coast, I think, than Philly as well. That just means that it's just so much more mild. And we just don't get those crazy colds that some of those towns in the old colonies get in the old Commonwealth colonies. But anyway, yeah, I just don't know how you mismanage turf the way that they did out in the desert. And you've had guys slipping and sliding like they're pretty much, like they're wearing ice skates.
I think didn't Mailata describe it like a water park? It was like running on a water park.
I think he did.
Yeah, seems mad. But it definitely affected Butker's kick and definitely affected the traction of a lot of the guys carrying the ball out there too. And we saw, Ian, you got halfway to your double doink. So we'll give you a point for that. You would have got 2 points if you got the double doink. And you would have got 3 points if you got the double doink in. Because fuck, that's a bold call. We all got on Gronk's kick of destiny. Man, John,
he fucking missed that.
You
big time.
tried to claim this. Explain.
Okay.
You said
okay,
it's scripted. He'll kick it.
No, anytime you start off one of your arguments with okay.
I need to hear it though, Ian. I need to hear it.
No, I do. I thought it was scripted. Okay, so I thought that Gronk would definitely make it because they were going to give out the free bets. And I thought they had $10 million of free bets just ready there. It's not like Gronk has to kick it or miss it. So I was just like, okay, they're just going to let him kick it. He's just going to kick it because why not? And then it comes out that he doesn't kick it. And look, firstly, why wasn't it on the American TV cast? I had my Game Pass on, watching it along with the Channel 7 version.
Mate, you were the only person in Australia that could get on Game Pass. Or the US as well, apparently. Yeah,
apparently Game Pass had trouble.
Game Pass crashed, mate.
It crashed? Okay. Yeah, I had no problems. I had crystal clear streaming. Okay.
No, Game Pass crashed. There were people in America that paid the dollar for the stream, because I think they did $0.99 US as well.
Yes.
So they paid people that paid $1 for the stream. So they go in and they type their credit card information in and they pay the money. Actually, no, it was like $15 over there. But they pay their $15 to watch the Super Bowl on Game Pass, and they took their money, and then they go to the log on thing, can't log on.
Woo!
Spinning wheels.
Oh boy!
Wow, capitalism, love it.
Yeah.
Come on, NFL, come on, man.
Love it. Well done. And that's only like $80 Australian, by the way.
The greatest part about that is that they only just renewed that contract with the mob that make Game Pass and Game Pass International. And they claimed that it was so successful and it was all this sort of shit. And then that's the biggest game of the season, spinning wheels.
Fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes. Did you see the kick though, Manjot? Did you see it later on?
I saw on Twitter. It wasn't on
I grabbed the Twitter and posted it in the
on Twitter,
I think
the ads.
I think they couldn't put it in, or they could have put it in the ads. They could have paid to put it in the ads. Because it was FanDuel.
We wouldn't have seen it though, because ESPN Australia was playing Australian ads.
Yeah, because it was FanDuel, I think, and because FanDuel aren't a massive sponsor of the NFL, because they have all that DraftKings and all that sort of nonsense ones as well. Instead, I don't think that they would have they could put it on any of the official channels. Broadcast. It would have been good to have it on the broadcast. It would have been good to have it sponsored by if FanDuel were sponsoring a big bit of the Super Bowl. Is to even have him in the stadium doing it. It would have been hilarious.
That's what I thought was going to happen. I didn't realize it was going to happen on some field somewhere else. And I also thought he was going to get it snapped instead of being held by that like spider claw thing.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So once I saw him with a spider claw thing, I'm like, he's kicking this, and I'm going to look like a dickhead for saying, nah, now that they're snapping it and someone's got a
it was going in. And then it shanked big time to the left.
Oh, vicious left, like it missed the
I didn't think
missed
it
the
was
turn
big
off.
though.
It
I
was
thought
like
he
one of-
only missed by a foot.
It was like one of my golf shots, I think. So it's just
It looked solid off the boot though, and then just all of a sudden,
this whoop.
just Vanderjag off to the left.
It was a full Brett Maher situation. That one.
That one, yeah, it was bad. If you need one extra point, Brett Maher
No,
can't get you an extra
guys,
point.
You're definitely overhyping how big of a miss that was. That's actually it started looking good and then it drifted out and it missed by the tiniest bit.
It missed by the
According to
tiniest bit
one
because the camera was to the right, though. If you were
I
dead
mean, the
behind,
camera
it misses by
angle,
miles.
yeah.
It touched the corner flag, Major.
Yeah.
Fucking Ian, you're killing Gronk.
What the hell? No, I thought he was going to hit it.
It was a kick for touch. That's what he was going for. It was just a kick for touch, buried down in the
He's
corner.
going the full 40-20.
A few Aussie
Man,
jokes
I
going on
thought-
here.
Yeah, I definitely thought there'd be better. I definitely thought it was actually going to be at the game, not like some high school field in the no.
Yeah, in the middle of
No.
fucking
And
nowhere.
pre-recorded.
I don't even know
too.
where it
And that
was.
pre-recorded. It wasn't even during the Super Bowl or anything. That was pre-recorded.
But he'd done it
earlier
a
in the
week
day.
earlier, did he?
No, it was early in the day, apparently.
Anyway,
What
well,
was
he
it?
shanks
Night.
it. Manjot's trying to claim it. I need
We
to
all
know
got
why
it
you're
wrong.
trying to claim it, Manjot.
We all got it wrong.
Not Matty C, because he said he was going to miss. And
Oh.
Marky Mark came with me, and I remember saying that Marky Mark and I were the voice of reason, as we often are, and you guys gave us a whole bunch of shit about it. So
Oh,
fucking
nonsense.
taste it. That's all I got to say.
Next time you fucking miss something, I'm going to get into you.
Yeah, come after me, mate, because I missed then immediately with the gridiron. The Gatorade flavor, and we all did.
Gatorade. Yeah, we all
I'll
did.
give half a point. I actually was going to give half a point to both Mark and Ian being the closest.
There's no closest. It's not closest without
Come on,
going
red
over.
and blue are close enough to purple.
Well, because they
They're
make
not
and
close
purple.
enough.
Also, Maddie, you can't
Because
hate
they're
on me.
primary colours that make purple.
Yes, that's right. They're close
Look,
enough.
also, Maddie,
Yeah.
as you see, I think you can't hate on me anymore for missing Josh Gargiulo's Gatorade shout in the last Capital Bowl anymore, because even the NFL Super Bowl misses their their Gatorade shout.
100%.
Oh, it was so bad. How do you miss
Can't believe
that
they missed
shot?
that.
I sent you
'Cause
guys
we're like,
that video.
there wasn't a
of the
Gatorade
boys
bar?
watching it.
Mm.
Yeah, I sent you guys the video of all those guys watching it, watching it for the
the Australian
Gatorade,
guys. Yeah.
and I was like, hey, look, this was us like yesterday. I was
Yes.
like, yeah, you guys are all questioning it. So I went straight to Twitter. I found the
Yeah.
exact camera shot and
Yeah.
sent it in the chat because we all missed it. It was the funniest thing just to have to do that.
None of us
Everyone.
knew, yeah. And you think, okay, all one thing for me to have to look up the Gronk kick on Twitter, but the Gatorade bar? Why do we have to go to Twitter to get that? You know?
And then I had to go to Twitter for the Bradbury call. Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
It's
Too
a bit of a
much
rough
Twitter.
day, but purple wins. Ian had red, Manjot had orange. Taylor went with that yellowy, greeny fucking color he always goes with. Marky Mark went blue. And in my eternal wisdom, I really had the choice between purple and clear, and I fucking chose clear. So I'm a big knob. So Ian, are you coming after me? You
No.
should.
Because Gatorade.
It's Gatorade. Well, that's it.
No, I
That's the
should've chose
recap
purple.
on that.
Can you bring some Gatorade, Maddie, on Saturday? By the way,
I'm
35
going to be
degree
bringing
heat.
about 40 liters of that shit because it's going to be so hot.
I've never had some, so I actually wanna
Oh,
right.
try it.
I'm going to bring a big old multi-pack for you, brother, and we're just going to
Don't-
find out your favorite flavor.
don't drink it during the game. Hot tip.
All right.
Yeah, only sip
Right.
it in little
Water,
bits.
water only during the game. If you get to
Yeah.
like a half time or something, down the Gatorade, because the electrolytes have time to get into your system.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, don't
yes.
scull the thing at halftime or
Because
anything.
if you're just doing it during the game, you're sweating it out straight away. It doesn't even. It has no time to get in. It'll actually make you throw up more than anything. It'll
Yep.
dehydrate you. You'll make you want to throw up. So there's some hydration tips for everybody.
From Uncle Ian,
yes.
right there.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you the
Yeah.
quick recap on the scoreboard, and I'm going to throw it up for the video audience. But the TV audience, the radio audience, Marky Mark ends up getting the first play in the Gronk kick right. Taylor gets the anthem and the doink right. Manjot gets the anthem and the first play right. Ian, like Taylor, gets the anthem and the doink right. But Joe Powell, Matty C, gets the anthem, the first play, and the Gronk kick and wins the segment. Say it, Ian. Matty, you're awesome. Go
I'm
on,
not saying
please.
that. I'm not saying that.
Come on. No,
No
you
one
want to
say that,
lean into it.
Daddy.
Just throw your shoulders back and say it.
Maddie, you do some
Maddie
awesome
told-
things.
That'll do. I'll take it. I'll Frankenbite that into something good.
Man, if only Taylor was here, then you got him to say it instead.
He would tell me to
Oh.
fuck off very clearly.
Man,
No, we
but what
didn't.
about
No,
about
you know
starts
what we
of the
need?
week, huh?
No, Maddie, you know what we
Yeah,
need?
Ed,
We need
what do
we
you
need a rope. You need to soundbite all of like words from Taylor, and we can just make a robot Taylor board.
Oh, here we go. This is the off-season task right here.
So-
we can do Gridiron Network next season. We're going to do that this off-season.
I'm pretty sure there's an online soundboard thing that you can preload yourself, and you just have to click sound bites, so you can make him talk. So you can
Man,
just
come on, AI is a big thing now.
so you
They
can
tell
just
us
give
in
it.
every class.
I'm Googling this later. It's 100% on. This Robot Taylor, and then when he's not here, we can make him say things like,
Yeah,
how much he loves, I don't know, the Texans or something. I don't know. Something he'd never say.
it'd be great.
How much he loves Matty C. I mean, let's start there.
This is the Aussie NFL Fantasy Show.
Can you please gently cut my balls?
You're saying you don't know if you want to take a kicker.
Just getting balls gently pulled with Robbie Gould at the end there.
That was a dagger right to the nutsack, Matty C. Thanks for that.
That is great.
The other thing
yeah.
I wanted to lean into here was that while Taylor and Marky Mark aren't here, Marky Mark had the Chiefs winning with the 27-24 scoreline in the big calls and the predictions. He says Chiefs contain the run and they win, and I marked him initially with a and Ian said, fuck off, they did contain the run. So I've changed that to a yes, you got that.
Mm.
He got a field goal as time was about to expire for the win, kinda. It's about a half a point because he got it, time wasn't expiring, but it was about to expire. And he missed Jerick McKinnon as his first touchdown. So he actually had a pretty good day out.
What was it? 6 seconds they had left on the clock, didn't they?
Something like that, 6, 8, something.
Yeah,
So close. It's kind of
it
a
was
half a mark.
11 seconds left
I
when they
actually,
kicked it, and then
11 seconds. Yeah, I was actually, we were in the pub and I said, I'm surprised that because of how close they were as well, because they were right, were they like 4 yards, Benjo? 4 or 5 yards at that point?
yeah,
Where did
Yeah.
McKinnon go
I-
down? Pretty
I
much
was-
there.
Yeah, I was really surprised. Like they've got that shot of Andy Reid there, waiting, looking at the clock, waiting, watching time tick down. I'm surprised he didn't just let it tick down and then take the 5-yard penalty just to get that 1 extra second off the clock.
I would have.
Because it wouldn't have
I
mattered to the
wouldn't
field
have.
goal. It wouldn't have mattered to the field goal. So
Oh,
it's just
5 yards matters to everything. That's
it wouldn't
That's
have-
why
I
I'd
would've
say.
done
Also, on that field goal, isn't it amazing how an Aussie caught the game-winning kick? It was just incredible. He's just standing at the right place, at the right time. He says that his AFL skills back in Fitzroy
Yes.
Juniors absolutely helped him to
How fucking
catch
brilliant.
the
and then he
winning
had
ball.
to, and then he had to leg it out of the stadium real quick before
Yeah.
anyone could try and steal the ball.
Get that fucker up
Yeah,
your
he
jersey,
now
mate.
lives in-
100%. It's up there like
Yeah.
you're
Not
pregnant.
even wrapping it up in a jacket and just wandering around.
Man, that must be a great feeling. Yeah, just to catch the game winner.
Be
Yeah, I'm
hiding under my
surprised
fucking
people-
flip-up seat, mate. That's what I'd be doing.
Man, how much does Harrison Butker have to pay? Is it going to be like the Buddy 1000 deal, the Tom Brady lost touchdown deal?
yeah.
Or- yeah, it's got to be like the Tom Brady 700 touchdown deal.
Stay
Yeah, all
anonymous,
these
kiddo.
deals I've been seeing. Yeah, deals I've been seeing recently in sports. It's just, yeah, Butker's got to pay a big price for that one. I
Yeah.
wonder who got Brady's last touchdown, like the actual last touchdown now. Wonder which fan
Yeah.
got that.
That's good. That's a good question. Yeah, where were you? Oh, you Marky's call still, weren't you?
Well, Marky Mark had a pretty good day in the end, but Taylor, he also took the Chiefs. He said they would score at least 30 and go on and win, which was a pretty good call. And that the Eagles' rushing defense is suspect. Are we giving him that? I feel
Their
like we
rushing
should.
defense, yes.
I feel like we should.
Yeah.
He did have Pacheco for 125 plus yards and a touchdown. So he scored half, like he got the touchdown. He didn't get the 125. Not as many big calls from Taylor as I was expecting, to be honest. I thought he would have had a big sheet of them.
I was disappointed.
Yeah. Hey, Ian, you had a few big calls. Do you remember yours?
Do I remember him? I can look at him now.
You don't remember them? It was a
I
pretty
do
big day,
remember.
I guess. Yeah.
Well, I picked the Chiefs, 38-32.
Yeah. So you got the Chiefs and 38 points. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Overtime game, which didn't happen. I was so hoping for an overtime game.
Can you imagine if Bucker missed that kick? Then it'd be an overtime. Were you
Yeah.
praying for the miss?
I was thinking he was. I think he was going. I was thinking what was going to happen was he was actually going to slip, like he was going to miss by slipping on that
Yeah,
grass.
I was worried.
That's where I was like, he's going to slip it because they had that kickoff before from the Eagles kicker where you watched
Elliot, and he fell on his arsehole.
Elliot
still
missed
kicked the
it,
touchback.
man.
He still kicked the touchback, but he slips totally.
He landed right on his soft entry.
Almost-
Yeah.
Yeah, almost turned it. Hey, actually talking about that, man. Like, I actually did have a catch like that today. I actually was meant to like just stand still, and then like I absolutely like I lost my feet, so I landed my ass, and I still caught it. Like it was perfect. Like I just like
ass
caught
catch.
it, and it was a fourth down catch to get the first down too. So
Hey!
yeah, man, it was funny because my boy Larry, he was saying you got sniped right there, man. I'm like, yeah, man, I can't even stand still playing the full game.
Just got shot, taken down.
There you go. There you go. No, that's what we're up against on Saturday, man.
So I had
Okay, I'm not prepared.
So I had
We got-
70 total points.
Tick.
Tick. Kelsey 2 TDs. Oh my god, I was so yelling for that for so long.
So close, man.
so
They kept on
close.
getting to 4 or 5 yards out and then not throwing it to Kelsey. I'm like, what are you people doing?
Yes. I thought the Tony one was going to Kelsey. I
Yeah.
thought for sure.
Yeah.
And
And I
then
was-
those guys walked in with no one within
but I was
cooey.
screaming about it because Kelsey was wide open as well. So
Yeah.
it was just
Mm.
like, ah. But anyway, now I know what the play is.
So
That's
if
good.
Kelsey and Tony were wide
Dogs.
open, where the fuck was everyone?
They went right. They went inwards. So where the two of them lined up,
Okay.
they both the defenders ran off Kelsey, and then the safety ran both and went right inwards towards the post. And Tony obviously just
Unbelievable.
went straight out towards the post.
Popped out.
But
yeah.
yeah, towards the sideline. But yeah, so crazy.
Right.
But I had Butker longest field goal in Super Bowl ever, which obviously no.
No. Rather sad. But overall, not a bad day. Like plenty of pretty bold things out there and had a real crack. And got some good return. But I'm going to
It's
clear some
just
space here
The
because
spirit of the game. That's what that was, Benny.
100%.
The spirit of the game is to make actual
Oh,
big
boy.
balls.
Couldn't agree more. Because then let's clear some space for Manjob because he's
Hang on,
firstly.
should we go through Maddie's first? What are we doing?
Yeah, you go for man.
Do I go through mine? Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
and mine will be quick because one, pick the wrong fucking team. I do like to think that the things that made the Eagles an interesting team all year were true. Like, it didn't matter if you took away their run game; they just found ways to still run the ball. They still got the ball to their two best receivers, no matter what. Like, and you didn't know what was going to happen, but you knew they would find a way when they did.
Yeah.
Jake Elliott was my big bold call. I just thought he was going to have a day, and it was going to be like 1 touchdown and 5 field goals. But so much for that. And the Jake Elliott statue outside the link apparently not happening. I'm told.
No.
Did you guys hear that
Wait,
on Twitter? Not
Yeah.
happening. It was meant to happen, and then now it's not.
I mean, he made 5 kicks, but none of them were field goals.
Yeah, not enough, which is a pity. So
So I can
Yeah, there you
just see. I'm even justifying Matty's calls right
he
now.
did
Let me-
kick 2 field goals,
Yeah.
but
Dude,
not enough. I'm going to clear space now because Manjot has got the busiest slide of us all. So for the TV
Because
audience,
in this, true to form, Manjot's bold predictions are many and diverse.
and scattershot. But I'm going to let Manjot explain a few of them. If you got visual on that, Manjot, do you need it?
Well, we got the
All right.
biggest one. We got the biggest one.
All right,
Let's-
all right. Wait. Before we need to build it up. So firstly,
Do we?
look. Okay, so Kelsey won. I said 100 yards and a touchdown. Dang, I was so close, man.
You
Like
You're real
you
close.
were close. Actually, you were
I was
close.
real close. It was real. It hurt. It hurt seeing that. I was also because I like to think of my predictions not just as like a stat line. It's also me saying to everyone, "Hey, this is the player that's going to play well in parts of the game," and that's honestly,
Nick Bolton.
yeah,
And that was all over the podcast. We can all agree.
yeah. Look, okay, there's that, and oh man, just the Jerick McKinnon one that killed me.
Yeah.
I needed 2 touchdowns from this dude, and he got tackled at the once, and then he slid down, took the most selfless play ever.
ever.
Oh no. Yeah, that was good. Good for the team. I agree with that call,
If
but
he
man,
if he'd have gotten one TD earlier, I probably would have given you that 2 TDs. Would you, your thought,
Probably.
Matty?
Yeah, probably. I mean,
Just because that was a selfless play, that was a very team play rather than, and he was so open.
he
was so-
essentially
yeah.
ended the game, and whether he scored the touchdown or if he did what he did, he ends the game. And I think if he had got the earlier one, it would be hard for Manjot to be shouted down about not getting 2. I think
Yeah,
you'd
that's-
find it very hard to say you didn't get 2.
but he did get tackled on the one, and then Pacheco stole the touchdown.
Yeah,
which
but that's
really
And I
pissed me
can't
off.
give you
So
credit
that's-
for that one.
That's earlier in the game, mate. And he
That's-
But I
and he
can give
got-
you credit for McKinnon saying, "Oh, the smarter play is to not score when I can. I can.
Yeah.
Nothing can stop
But
me except
that
me,
was
and I'm going to
also
choose that."
That also is me saying that McKinnon would have some part in the game. While you guys were talking about Pacheco, I was saying McKinnon would have a
That's
big part
too
in the game.
vague,
And-
Mr.
But you don't
Specific.
get
And he's actually been more talked about than Pacheco. So
You don't
look,
get a
I'll
point
take
for
the
that.
W.
You don't get a point for that. No.
Yeah, you get no points for 2+ touchdowns, I'm afraid, man, John.
Yeah.
You can get a W
I
for
said-
thinking you're clever, and I'll give you that, but that's not 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, look, I said, and this is so stupid of me, but the winner of the coin toss loses the game to keep the coin toss curse alive, and that was incorrect. The Kansas City Chiefs broke the coin toss curse.
Yes, they did.
Mahomes also broke the MVP curse for the
Yes, he
MVP
did.
of the Super Bowl. He broke the passing yards curse. He was the first quarterback ever to win a Super Bowl while leading the league in passing yards. What other curses did he break? He broke the
don't-
Madden curse a couple of years ago when he won the Super Bowl against us. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, he's broken so many curses. Like, this dude, incredible. Just
Yeah.
incredible. Yeah, and I said Mahomes would have 300 plus yards.
He just
I
didn't
know he
rush
fell
enough, did
short.
he? He needed about
Yeah.
80 yards more rushing. That's what he
Yeah, he fell short on the yardage totals, but
He wasn't
I'll
passing
take-
for it, weirdly. Weirdly.
yeah, I'll take W's though because he won MVP. So I just say that
You'll have
you know, I
to
was
take W's on the Mahomes for MVP call that you didn't make, okay?
No, I just
I'll
gotta
take
say
W's.
that-
You fucking won't, mate. You got to call it.
Yeah. One that I did get.
Can you
I
believe
mean,
this guy in? Can
It's
you
not how
believe
this,
him?
It's not how this game works, Major.
I know, but look, I gotta say, no, I'm saying like half my stat line predictions are that this guy will do well
No,
in the
but the
game.
ball-
That's
but
not
the
what you're
bold
calling.
The bold predictions about being specific, like saying Mahomes will get 300 plus yards, which
All
he
right.
didn't.
All
so
right,
there's
yeah,
no-
it's still quite good, but yeah, that's true. All right.
Because otherwise, our entire G'day Gridiron bold prediction segment would have been you saying Lamar Jackson's going to play well this week. The 49ers will play half decent. Yeah,
I think
The
Manjot's
Vikings will
calls
run-
are actually my favorite bit of the show, though, because
The
you get him back
Vikings
on and
will-
he defends them, and it's
Yeah.
just the best.
Matty, I've got a
That's
bold
not the-
prediction. Matty, I've got a bold
I'm
prediction.
ready, Ian. Let
for
me write it down.
2023. The Vikings will play in week 1.
Okay, I'm writing it down.
Hey,
What, hang on, which week?
week
Wait.
1.
Wait, didn't
Sure.
they just introduce like a new team? Oh wait, no, that's the NRL.
Got it. Vikings week 1. Not Raiders. Vikings.
Just the Vikings. They'll play week
Alright.
1.
Which is confusing that the Raiders mascot is a Viking. So,
It is.
yeah, okay. Moving on.
Okay,
It's
still
not
building
Victor.
onto it.
Build
Devonta
onto
Smith
what?
100 plus yards.
Oh.
I got that one right. I knew
Just-
Devonta would have
Just bang on 100 yards.
Beautiful,
yeah,
man, shot.
bang.
And I love that
Bang,
kid
as-
because he's pretty much what I would look like if I played in the NFL. Skinny, doesn't look like he belongs. Everyone on the field's bigger than him. Yeah, I
I
love that
saw a
guy.
meme today that said he'd look like one of Kevin Durant's legs. That was the funniest shit. I saw that shit. It was
But
like,
that meme
yeah.
about, like the Tom Brady, combine picture and then Devonta Smith on the sideline for Alabama. It's like, this guy won the Heisman. And he just looks like fat old Tom Brady from his combine
Yeah,
days.
shame.
Fantastic.
Yeah, but look, the big one I got right. I said Chiefs would win 38-35, and boy, they did. And look, I've already mentioned it. I mentioned it like 2 or 3 times already this week on our shows, but mention it again. Probably the greatest moment of my life as a podcaster. Absolutely incredible. I deserve a ton of credit. I did say Eagles 14 plus was my gut feeling. That's how the first half of the game went. So I was technically right on that one
10
as
plus.
well. So yeah, it was
14 and under.
it was actually trending towards that way. So it was on projected totals is going to be 20 plus Eagles would win. But then I got the exact score right. You know, I said it would come down to Butker making a field goal in the final seconds of regulation or overtime. I didn't care which one it was, but look, you guys can't take that away from me. You know, I got the Super Bowl score and the exact way it would happen right. I think the NFL, they're looking for new script writers right now. I think they're gonna have to give me a call. I heard I saw the NFL Australia actually. They said how will the script end? You know, it ended the exact way. I think you know, I just gotta let the secret out of the bag. Me and the NFL Australia boys, we were actually I was actually with them. I did write up the script. It was a beautiful script that I wrote. I'm pretty sure everyone enjoyed it. People had to complain at the end because of the Bradbury holding call, but my script was pretty much 10 out of 10 Oscar worthy. I think I got to get like an Oscar for that for my best screenwriting play or whatever the award is. You just got to give me the Oscar for that because that was just absolutely incredible. The script I wrote and look, in all seriousness, I'm just happy. You know,
Yeah.
I've been on 120 podcasts this year or something like that.
Close to
think after
130. Yeah.
yeah, it could be a 2
Closer to
billion
that.
at this point. Yeah, it could be 2 billion at this point, like the amount of podcasts I've done. But to get the exact Super Bowl score and winner right that week is just absolutely insane. I think I deserve a lot of credit for that. Um, I know a lot of people say I make too many predictions, Maddie C. But look,
I like how you take credit for ones you didn't even make. It's my favorite bit.
I have to, man. This is
It's
what
my
I have
favorite
to
bit.
do.
I'm taking a win for this. You've actually got to call it. I love it.
You know, I gotta do what I do, and that's provide entertainment for the people.
You do. It's like the NFL. It's not about a fair contest. It's about being entertaining. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
This is the Aussie NFL Fantasy Show.
The team I'm going for in this game is the Kansas City Chiefs. Look, I love Patrick Mahomes. I love Travis Kelce. I love that team. I also really fucking hate the Eagles, especially them fans talking shit about us. Look, I hope they get humbled in this game. I really do. Because I'm going for the Chiefs. I think the Eagles will win. I think that they're a good enough team that they can actually beat them by 2 scores. At the last minute, while we've been talking about this game, the one name that's been standing out to me is Patrick Mahomes. I think the Chiefs will win, but it'll be very, very close by 3 points.
When the Eagles win by 14, Manjot's going to claim that he won, or if the Chiefs win, he's going to claim.
He's gone both. He's gone Chiefs and Eagles and Chiefs.
He's sat so hard on the fence that there are swimmers.